she is always so happy. Anytime anybody comes into the room or anybody does anything that's somewhat entertaining, she always gives you the biggest smile and the biggest laugh and the biggest hug. It's one of her best features and what I'm most proud of. Allie typically developed almost her first year of life, so sat up at 6 months, was doing everything that was reaching her milestones. About 10, 11 months we started to, think, oh, she's not quite catching up to where I see these other little kids.
Allie was diagnosed with Angelman syndrome at approximately 18 months. Angelman syndrome is a neurogenetic disorder, typically characterized by developmental delays, seizures, nonverbal. They struggle with balance and jerky gait. So when you get called in to get your results back from your genetic testing, can you imagine being a parent and you go in and it's a 20-minute appointment and they tell you, I'm sorry. They tell you your child will never walk, never talk, will always need assistance. You can either, sit in your house and sulk for the rest of your life and feel depressed, or you can build something from it.
Prader-Willi syndrome, it's like something that happens at conception where, all the chromosomes are coming together. And one of the chromosomes is kind of held back, and so the other parent has to put in the other chromosome, and so 2 chromosomes like that don't really work, and she had to spend like 3 weeks in the hospital just to bring her weight up and stuff like that, and she had to be tube fed for the first year or so.
My fondest memory was when Sarah, at 3 years old, learned to walk. Before that, she would always use like a skateboard or a little push toy to get around. And that day, I remember sitting in the living room with my daughter, and we were both sitting on the floor, and I was holding Sarah up, and she took her first few little steps there, and that just, I don't know, it was a great milestone for her. I learned how to be more patient in my life, and I learned how to persevere when things got tough, and I also learned to be open-minded to people or children that are different. I remember the day when they brought me in to tell me what she was diagnosed with, and I didn't even know anything about that. I never heard of that before. And then they explained everything, like what to expect within her first years of her life, and it just floored me because I didn't know. I'm gonna cry. And when I left that room, I just wanted to fall on the floor because you don't expect this in your life.
Even the stars, they burn. Some even fall to the earth. We got it live.
Between the hospital stays, the constant running, some families we see have to go to the hospital to receive their medications, have nurses come into the home to give their meds. That piled on top of therapy, trying to figure out school, trying to figure out just day-to-day care for their child.
So the idea of granting wishes to children with intellectual disabilities is to focus on, is it a holiday, is it an iPad, is it an airplane ride, whatever it is, let families be families and a child be a child.
If she was to receive her wish, she would give us a break, and we'd basically a vacation for everybody. Yeah, a break from all the routine and daily struggles.
I think the best way an individual or a family could support the Angels and Friends Foundation is through donating money or raising money, and secondly is awareness and advocacy for children and parents and families with intellectual disabilities.
somebody scoring the winning goal in a hockey game, the little guy on a team, is Allie being able to stand up and walk between the couch and the table. It's just totally different, same moments of pride.
Like Tracy said, it's not better or worse, it's different. And your kid might be a star, but so is mine.
You want my love, I'm still looking up.